Everybody. I am so sorry. I am so late. But welcome to another exciting episode of Ken from the car with a spotlight. Because, wow, that really highlights my zits. We got one there if you connect the dots. So pretty. All right, so welcome everyone. If you have happened across this channel lately and don't know what it's about, that makes two of us. I'm just kidding. I know what my channel's about. But if you're new, yes, we do home decor. Yes, we do other stuff. We do cutouts and all that good jazz. But we also have a weekly segment called Ken from the Car. And that light might need to be adjusted, or I might need sunglasses. It is really bright, y'all. Like, it's... Oh my God. I told John I needed light, but... Oh. Okay. My ADHD is not going to be able to take that light. It's bright. Is it just me or is it bright? It's bright. Un momento, por favor. Oh, that's better. Hey, everyone. All right. So welcome to another Ken from the Car. This one, okay. I had a slew of problems, and there is a good reason I am late. How do those go off? Am I in charge of those? Oh, yeah. What? There is no door open. Okay, I don't know what I did. Okay, so first of all, I'm late because we went to go give Sean's niece some tools because they're putting shiplap wall, and I had to say hi to Kylo and I had to say hi to Lainey, and they were so excited to see us, and they were full of spirit and life and just energy, and it was so hard to leave them. So I'm sorry we're late, but it was for a good reason. It had puppies. Okay, there we go. So I'm late because of that. And then we updated our phones. We got the new iPhone 12 Max. And guess what? I had to re-download everything. And YouTube app is different. And it was just a lot, okay? It was a lot. It wasn't. I'm fine. I'll make it. All right. Also, I have some food if I get hungry. Baked cheese curls. Okay, so if you're not familiar with what a Ken from the Car is, I sit in a car, I tell you about my life, and we debut stuff. And lately, it's kind of a pep talk. I'm not going to lie. We need a pep talk. So we're going to talk about that today. But before we have viewer mail. So exciting. I don't have any keys. What if I get hot? It's hot with this light on. I don't have any keys. All right, well, I might sweat. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, I get it. Ken from the Car might not be for everyone. I get easily distracted. My mind goes from here to there. I suffer from ADHD. I suffer from overstimulation. And that's just how it is. So some of the things, it's hot. I'm hot. It's really hot in here. I'm going to have to just open the door, okay? Because I don't know where the keys are at. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm dying. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. That light. Sean swears that light doesn't make me sweat, but it does. Okay. I'm just going to have to leave the door open until Sean brings me the keys because I'm hot. I have no air. I'm hot. Just so if you guys wanted to know. Maybe the keys are just inside the door. Okay. I'm going to venture out. Be good to everyone. I'll be right back. Oh, here he comes. See, if I was in a neighborhood all by myself, I wouldn't be able to do this. Oh, yeah. Nope. Nope. Okay. He has it hotter than bejesus in here. Oh. Oh, bless the air. I don't really need air conditioning. I just need air below. And no, it's not because I took Jello shots. I don't have a problem. Maybe two. Okay, so let's first, all things crafty. I love you. Okay, so first let's talk about our next cutout. So here's the deal. This has a little story. And you're just gonna all have to deal with my zits, okay? I know you're looking at them. I know. So I either do the whole live like this, or you just have to deal, okay? People don't have to be a teenager to have zits, and it's not because of the Jello shots, okay? It could be because of the Jello shots. I don't know. Okay. Like, how early is too early for Jello shots? Is that even a question, right? Okay. So, listen. What? Battery discharge warning. Please, I don't even know what that meant. That's very scary. Okay, so now, so this next cutout has a story. Here is the deal. When we started the cutouts, when I originally bought a GLOWFORGE, literally I thought like, oh, I'll make pretty things with it. But then Jazzy and Sean started playing with it, and now they do these cutouts. And for the last so many cutouts, if you're not part of our cutout group, you can be part of it. Sean and Jazzy run it. But basically, for the last few, Sean's like, am I ever going to be able to cut stuff that's out of wood and not just draft board? And he was kind of snotty about it. And I was like, well, Sean, here's the deal. I don't know what it is. So guess what? I found something for him. Not only did I find him something he can cut out of wood, but I also found something that is his forte, and that is done. Actually, they were inspired for more than that. They were inspired because we just watched the Lego Star Wars holiday special, which is super good. And I was like, oh, we should do like a Star Wars. So that's what we're doing. If you're Disney and watching this, please endorse me or sponsor me and don't sue me. Okay, moving on. So the next cutout is a set of 12 Star Wars ornaments. Okay, these are 3.15 by 3.15. You get a set of 12 for $35 shipped to you. That includes your shipping, your tax, everything. You don't have to paint these. They already come stained. These are good to go for gifts, all right? We have 7 different stains, which I will tell you them all. But first, let's show you the designs. Sean says this one is mahogany. So I'm going to show you all of the designs. This is in mahogany. There is an order form where you can see all of the stains, but let's show you the designs. First up, we have, yes, buy these ornaments you shall, yes. Buy or buy not. There is no try. There is no, I think about it. I buy all of them. I know, I really should be a Yoda person. Okay, so Yoda's the first one, if you didn't get that. Isn't he cute? So this is mahogany, Yoda. This is the Star Wars logo. This is the El Stormo Trupo. This is mahogany. Mahogany. This is the Death Star while it's being built. And these are pretty thick. This, even though it looks like the drone from Spaceballs that was Joan Rivers, it's not. That's C-3PO. I don't know what this is. We're just going to say it's a star. Sean, what is this? I don't know what this is. So it's something. This is, I think, the bad guys emblem. I think. I'm pretty sure that's the bad guys, right? Okay. Darth Vader. The Millennium Falcon. I know, right? Zits. Here we go. This is R2-D2. This is Boba Fett, which I guess is different than The Mandalorian, but I haven't watched that, so I don't know. And then I think this is the good guys. Okay, so you get all 12 of these shipped to you with everything, $35. Okay, so this is mahogany. All right, mahogany. All right, so let's show you the other stains. Now, my favorite stains are the dark walnut and the cedar. So this is the cherry. So you can see what side? Cherry. Sorry, it's a little dark in here. Cherry. Okay, so those are the cherry. So that's another different stain. The next stain is black walnut. This is my favorite. Actually, it's tied. Black walnut and cedar are tied, but look at black walnut. And the camera's not doing it justice. It's a little bit like here's a regular side and the black side you can see. Black walnut is my favorite, okay? Oh, Sean says it's not a stain, it's a type of wood. And I'll explain to you in just a second what that means. Okay, next up is white oak. I should have the black oak so you can see the difference. So this is the white oak. Look at that, that's gorge, right? And then just to give you a comparison of white oak versus black oak, right? Cool, cool. Okay, moving on. This is cedar, which is my favorite. And it smells like cedar. That's my favorite, then black walnut. And then it also comes in maple, which is, I think, the lightest out of all of them. And then it also comes in hickory, dickory dock. Now, hickory has different, like, lines through it and stuff, right? Okay, so let me explain these. We have them in 7 different stains. Now, you can absolutely, just a sec, peeps. You can absolutely paint over these if you want. But you can choose from any of the stains. Now, I want to make sure you guys know this. So this is what Sean, I think, calls as paneling. So basically, it is like this one here is white oak. So you have white oak on the front and back, but in the middle, I think it's just regular wood. But it's plywood. They don't bend. These are good. So here's the deal. You get all 12 designs shipped to your door, ready for a gift for $35. At this time, I'll just leave it at that. We're not mixing the stain, so you have to choose a stain. You can also buy multiple different ones. We have marked these down to where I wanted a bundle that was a good gift to give to guys, because I know sometimes guys are hard to shop for, especially when it comes to the crafty world, right? So I wanted a good price point. And I already know what you're going to say. Well, you just did the effed up ornaments and those were $15 a piece, but we get 12 for $30. Here's why. Number one, I wanted it to be a very good budget friendly intro. Someone says, can we get one unstained? I don't know. I can do it on medium draft board or thick draft board because none of them are stained. They're real wood. It's just the raw wood. So you can stain them whatever color you want. I would go with the lightest one. But when I was coming up with the price point, I think Jazzy and Sean both were like, Kenny, that's too cheap. We just did this effed up ornament that was $15 a piece and you're giving them 12 for $35. Here's why. Number one, these are cut. There's no etching. There's no scoring. So number one. Number two, I really wanted it to be a budget price point that people could buy it as a gift. Because we're at the lowest price we can give them, we are giving a discount on multiple. So if you want to buy like 3 sets, normally I would say, oh, we'll give you a discount. On this one, we're not. Now, if you're someone that's like, Ken, are you ever going to release a set that's just random? Like, I might get 3 black walnuts and a cherry and a this, and it's just random. Not now, but Black Friday's coming. That's all I'll say. All right. So if you use the link, you will see down below, you can see all 12 designs. You can see the color of all the different colors. Get your orders in. I'm not going to say they are limited, but we only have so many of each color and it will be first come, first serve. So fill it out. Love ya. All right, so that is that. Okay, I am going to do something that I don't normally do, which is viewer mail. I usually wait till the end, but then we'll talk about everything else. And the reason I want to do viewer mail is I don't want to forget about this. First and foremost, we got this card. Look how gorgeous it is. And it was funny because when I was reading this card, I was like, Sean, someone sent us drugs in the mail. And he was like, what? I was like, I don't know if it's drugs or raw chicken. And then he was like, no, it's mushrooms. And I was like, oh my God, it's drugs. We're going to get high. No, it's like mushrooms. So let me read the card. Ken and Sean, thank you both for all you do. Inspiration, love, joy to myself and so many others. And congrats to you, Sean, on finally starting to show off your cooking skills. As promised, enclosed are 2 bags of angel wings, 1 bag of chanterelle mushrooms for your next recipe. Enjoy, Curran. Look at that, you guys, it's gorgeous. So thank you so much. If you guys didn't know, Sean has his own channel now called Cooking with Sean, where he's going to show off stuff. So those mushrooms will come in use. So thank you. What is happening? I don't know. Okay, so next up is this beautiful card. And this person sent me a couple boxes of Couture stuff to give away, for giveaways, for Club Couture, which was super nice. It says, Dear Ken, Sean, and Jazzy, we were finally able to get the labels to print on our new printer. Had to jump through all kinds of hoops to make the Epson printer gods happy. Glad you were able to use this stuff. Hope you have a blessed week. Not only did she send me stuff, but literally when I opened the box, it was like, be inspired, be creative. And I was like, that's so, so, so sweet. So thank you. I appreciate that. Next up has a little bit of a story to it. So Sean and I have been together officially 21 years. So, which is hilarious, not hilarious, but when I first met Sean, I was 19 and I went to a coffee shop and was like, oh, you know, like I didn't think anything of it. And I was like, oh, if this guy works out, it works out. And he's always felt like, oh, you're the one forever. And prior to us like kind of meeting, I wasn't very active in like the gay community because I had just essentially came out, but wasn't old enough to go to bars, so I hadn't really immersed myself, and Sean was. And so to me, it wasn't anything big, but every anniversary for the first 3 anniversaries, he'd be like, anniversary 1, we can tell all those people that didn't say we'd make it. And I was like, what are you talking about? What people don't think we're gonna make it? Like, and I was like, maybe we won't. And it's inspired this Ken from the car, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. But we've gotten to a place in our life where we've been together so long that there was a time, like any relationships, ups and downs, we got to a really bad point in our relationship, to the point where Sean moved out for about 3 months. And it was right around the holidays, right around this time, Thanksgiving to Christmas. And I remember going to Thanksgiving and all my nieces and nephews were like, when is Uncle Sean coming back? And I was like, you guys do know I'm your blood uncle. Like, he's like a bonus uncle. I'm your real uncle. And all of them said this. They were like, Uncle Kenny, you've been with Uncle Sean so long, we don't remember a time before him. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it dawned on me. I was like, my decisions, my life, my family was so accepting of me and Sean. Like, I never even thought of that. Like, I thought, like, if we ever broke up, like, obviously you get to keep me because I'm your real uncle, but there was never a time before Sean, and it was like very insightful. Anyways, so we get busy, and I'll be honest, sometimes we forget it is our anniversary, and that's the case. Sorry, all the comments stopped, so I just want to make sure everything was happening. So we got a text message I got a text message on Facebook that said happy anniversary, and I was like, anniversary? Like, is it my chalk anniversary? What did we do a year ago? And then I was like, November, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I looked up at Sean and I go, Sean, do you know what today is? And he goes, I just realized it's our anniversary, right? So I had a ton of you guys reach out to me before I even knew it was my anniversary. You'll note that me and Sean both made posts later in the afternoon, but we also got this card in the mail, and it says, for the happy couple. It says, they tell us that love makes the world go round, but looks like the two of you also have found it's kind of belonging that no one can fake. Oh, wait, I skipped it. Let me reread that. Let's start over. I need the light on, sorry. It says, for the happy couple, and look at the doggies. It says, they tell us that love makes the world go round, but looks like the two of you have also found it's not just the love, but the friendship and the laughter that keeps two hearts happily and close ever after. It's working things out when the going gets tough, sharing your dreams and the chores and your stuff. It's a kind of belonging that no one can fake. It's choices and changes and give and it's take. It's part leap of faith that began with I do, and it lasts for a lifetime for couples like you. Happy anniversary. And then the written part says, aloha, guys. 21 years is such a special milestone, even if you haven't officially had a formal I do ceremony. It is truly remarkable for anyone to be together that long anymore. Just wanted to drop a quick hello to let you know I was thinking of you, on your special day. Love, Janet. So thank you so much, Janet. And a lot of people will always say, gosh, relationship goals, I want to be like you guys. For anyone that's close with us, Jasmine, Allie, our friends, Sean and I love hard and we fight hard, but we go to bed every night trying to remind ourselves of our relationship and remind ourselves that no one's perfect and we are going to have ups and downs. And the one thing I will never hide from people, and you'll see it in my videos, is when we're frustrated. If I'm frustrated with Sean, my way to get frustrated with him is to like make a little joke and stuff. And that's because relationships are hard, like especially during COVID, right? So thank you, Janet. All right, the next one we got has a card, and look at this little puppy. It says, to our human family, sometimes very special dogs enter our lives. Their presence change our hearts forever. And we can call ourselves blessed for having known them. In loving memory of Maya, Toby Joe, and Mr. Han Solo, Brenda W. And look at what she sent us. I don't know if you can see that with the glare. Hopefully you can. Look at that. And then look at this one. Stop it right now. It lights up. Let me turn off this light. Can you see it lights up? Oh, you guys, it's so special. The reason I wanted to do my my mail like this is I wanted to chat with you about the word blessed. For those of you who don't know, we live in Washington State, and Washington State just, hi, Wifey. Where's Wifey? Hi, Wifey. I don't know where you're at, but hi, Wifey. For those of you who do not know, there is a good friend of mine, Cheryl, and she started Couture in the very beginning like I did, and she inspired me to be a better Couture artist, and some of my very first designs were all inspired by Cheryl, and so I just call her my wifey. So she's my wifey, and I'm her hubs. I love you, Cheryl. So so the reason why I wanted to show my viewer mail is we live in Washington State. We're back on lockdown because of COVID. Our COVID rates are raising up, and I've always spoke about how this year's hard. This is a tough year. It's a hard year. And it's so hard. It's so easy for us to get our tunnel vision on. And it's so funny that Cheryl showed up when she did, because the same time last year, I was struggling big time with comparing myself to others and comparing myself to other designers or other businesses or my success. My success was directly reflected on how well I was doing comparing to other people. And this same time last year is when Cheryl kind of reached out to me and said, I know you're going through a rough time, Kenny, but have you ever thought about comparing to yourself? I said, well, what do you mean? She says, look how far you've come. Go look at something 2 years ago and look how far you've come. And because of her, I changed my mindset a year ago. And I started comparing myself. I started comparing my Couture numbers, my sales, my affiliate sales, because that way, you need to turn off the car and open the windows. There you go, Sean. That way, I can see either A, how far I've come, but I can also get an idea of happiness and stuff. And what I mean by that is I remember going and watching In and Out. If you guys haven't seen Inside Out, it's one of my favorite cartoons of all times. And I left that movie with this deep understanding of sometimes to get to our happy zone. See, Sean, I turned off the car and it's still doing that. I don't know what to... Oh, do I have to open the door? Okay. I don't know. Sometimes to get to our happy zone, we have to also experience the sadness. And I haven't been doing that this year. I've had the mindset to focus on the negative. We lost 2 dogs. It's COVID. Sales are down. But I forget we lost 2 dogs, but one of those dogs, Han, gave us 8 beautiful, amazing puppies that I got to go today. And I wanted to share this story with you because I really feel like animals and people, they don't forget. We don't forget. Sometimes we get our vision on and we only see what's in front of us and we only see immediate happiness. We had a good month and we had good sales, so now we can go buy something. My Facebook post got this many likes. I'm so excited. My video is getting a lot of subscribers. Yay. But we forget to look past all of that. And today was one of those moments. We went to Sean's niece's house to give her some tools. And when we walked in, and all I had to do was say, Kylo and Lainey puppies, they lost their crap. Like, they started, like, even Chelsea was like, I knew they'd be excited, but oh my gosh. Like, she's like, they're losing it. And it just reminded me of, like, oh my gosh, that is one of the amazing things that came out of 2020. And the reason I say this is last night I was sitting and so many people say, I just want to forget about 2020. I want to move on. This has been a horrible year. And for me, I was that way about a week ago. And then I started thinking, you know what? What am I proud of this year? And there's so many things that we can look back in 2020 and say, I don't want to forget this year because that means I would have to give up and forget these 2020 moments. And there's some amazing moments in this year and things I'm very proud of. And it's all about getting into that headspace and celebrating it. It's really hard sometimes when, and I know a lot of you can relate. Right now, we are living in COVID. So a lot of us are working from home. And a lot of us are trying to juggle parenting and life and being new dog owners or just COVID years in general. And we can be hard on ourselves and say today was a failure. And what I've learned to do today, and what I challenge you guys all to do, is every morning when you wake up, grab a piece of paper and a pen. And every single thing you do, no matter how big or how little it is, put it on that sheet of paper and then cross through it. Literally, if it is, made the kids breakfast, write it down. Took my kiddo to the store, made a bank deposit, finished this email, put everything on there. And you're going to say, why? Because at the end of the night, before you go to bed, I want you to look at that list. I want you to grab a marker and I want you to cross off every single thing you did that day, regardless of how little you think it is or how big it is. Because when you go to bed, you're going to say, you know what? Here I thought I didn't get anything done, and look at this sheet of paper. This is everything I accomplished, even if I felt it was a tough day. Look at what I've accomplished. And this has been a huge, huge asset to me this last week. It was hard for me to measure my happiness or success because I always felt like day in and day out it's repetitive, and it was I log on, I do this, I do that. And then at the end of the day you're like, gosh, I feel like my list is still big. I didn't get anything done on my list. Sometimes we're in pivot mode. We're in a mode of we start the day with good intents of doing A, B, C, D, but something gets thrown at us and we have to pivot and turn and go in a new direction. And because of that, we look at our to-do list, our ongoing to-do list, and we say, I didn't get anything done. But in reality, you did get a ton done, and you need to celebrate that. And I can guarantee you, at the end of the night, you're going to go to bed so much happier. And it's not geared towards using that list against other, like, well, I did all this and you didn't do this. It is literally geared towards yourself of saying, here is everything I did today. And I mean, even the silliest, littlest things, making breakfast, doing a load of laundry. I cleaned the countertops. I paid off a bill. I logged into my email and cleaned it out. Write every little thing you did, because the act of literally at the end of the night crossing off every single thing you did, you're like, dang, I did good. Look at all this stuff I got done. And I'm doing that now. I have a list every morning. And it's even silly stuff of jumped on a conference call. What was another one I did today? Took tools to Chelsea's. Took tools here. And I do write it down, even though my mind is going so fast. And I know some of you are probably going to say, well, I don't even have time to write it down. Please challenge yourself to do it, because that feeling at the end of the night of you crossing it off and saying, I completed this, is huge. Because how many times do we look at our significant other and say, well, they're on their phone, must be nice, but they could be doing something. I think it's instrumental. For me, it's instrumental. We have to invest in ourselves and make sure we're okay before we can love or take care of anyone else. And that's truly what I believe right now is in times like now, we need to celebrate everything we do. And to some people, it might be little, but to me, it's huge. And if we don't do that, there's a lot of things that have been on my to-do list for 2 years. Literally 2 years. And I just keep putting it from list to list to list to list. And I very rarely cross off stuff because I'm like, oh, I already did that. I don't need to put it on the list. But now I'm doing it and I'm crossing it off and I'm crumbling that paper and throwing it away. And everyone might be like, well, that was a waste. No, it wasn't, because I feel like, wow, we got a lot done today. We got a lot done. Look at all the stuff we crossed off. And even if it's not measured in monetary value, as you guys know, we're in COVID times. So our sales are down. We're not making as much money as we did a year ago. And if my mindset's wrapped around that, I will go to bed every night depressed. But if I'm like, we did this, Jazzy did this, Sean did this, I'm looking at a sheet saying, look at all the stuff that's crossed off. We got a lot done. So that was my big takeaway for you guys this week, is concentrating on the happy. And I know a lot of you guys are doing that. I'm seeing so many people put up their Christmas trees and their Christmas lights because they just want to feel that happiness. And for me, I think that's what's been the hardest for COVID is I'm a social person. I love being around people, and we're canceling our Thanksgiving because of the concerns of big, large groups. And that's hard. And going into the holiday season, that's already hard for a lot of people. We need to make sure to take care of ourselves and make sure that we take care of how we feel and what we need to do, because we all deserve to be happy. At the end of the day, we all deserve to be happy. And happiness to each person is different. But for me, happiness is sometimes crossing off a list. And sometimes it's saying, you know what? That live video can wait. You know what? Today was a perfect point. Sean comes in, he says, hey, Chelsea and Matt need to come over and borrow our tools. When would be a good time? They know you're going live. And I was like, oh man, I really want to see the puppies. I want to talk to them. And I was like, you know what? If my Ken from the car is a little later than it normally is, that's okay. Because I need to take this moment to recharge and take care of myself. Because if not, I'm going to go through that Ken from the car and sit there and say, gosh, I didn't get to do this or I didn't get to do that. So often people say, why is Christmas one of your favorite holidays? You know, and I often tell people, for me, Christmas is all about gift giving. I love giving gifts. Yes, I love to receive gifts. I'm not going to lie. It's my love language. But I love buying gifts for people or making gifts and watching them open it and seeing how excited they get or not get. To me, there's no bigger rush than taking the time and going out and buying something and watching kids open it. Allie's son, Benny, just had a birthday. And for his gift, they gave him this little Super Mario Lego set. And the Lego Mario interacts with the Lego set when he does things. And he wanted to start putting that together right away. And when we turned on Mario and Benny and Allie and Alex, and let's be honest, me, saw that Mario's eyes moved and he did different things, the smile he had, that everyone had, I couldn't have bought that feeling because I know how hard it is for those kids right now going through COVID. So to see them happy, oh my gosh, you can't put a price on that. You can't. So we got to sometimes remind ourselves that life is about that. What? The Opal ice machine is under $500. Everyone should go buy it because that doesn't happen often. So that's my 2 cents for you guys. I did want to chat really quickly about sales. Just some really big ones. Number one, CRICUT is still having a sale, 50% off materials, 50% off of tools for Access members. But I heard there is a new CRICUT Cutie coming out tomorrow for CRICUT Access members. So make sure you get that tomorrow when it does come out. That's a big one. Also, don't forget, we do have exclusive coupon codes down below. So we have Ken Hess 10 on WOODUBEND. It's 10% off your entire purchase. Cart 15 for ARTEZA. CRICUT, we have KBCL, which is 10% off. Going into this holiday season, you want to use those coupons because it's going to save you money and you're going to be able to get more, which is ultimately what we want to do. Yes, it's an emerald green CRICUT Cutie. I know I don't do a ton of box reveals or mystery boxes or stuff for CRICUT, but I'm still addicted to my CRICUT Cutie. I have all of them up to this point, so I need to get that emerald green one tomorrow, so I can put them in part of my collection and stuff. Also, to give you guys a look into our future, we have more videos coming out for the GLOWFORGE. We have a GLOWFORGE out-of-the-box setup. We have how to clean your GLOWFORGE. We are filming all day tomorrow, and we're going to be able to do... we're going to be releasing all those videos around a lot of DIXIE BELLE products and WOODUBEND. Also, before I leave, I want to let you guys know this Sunday at noon... Pacific time, so November 22nd at noon Pacific time, so that's going to be 1 Mountain, 2 Central, 3 Eastern. We are going to do our art auction. Now, all the things that we make during a live, we auction those off, and part of the proceeds go to Watts of Love. I say part of the proceeds because we do pay for the surface that we use back, but the rest of that does go to Watts of Love, and we try to earn or raise as much as we can for Watts of Love. Last year we were close, I think, to almost $12,000 for the year. So we would love it if you're there. It will be on my other channel, so that's why I want to stress it. So if you're not subscribed to Chalk Couture, Ken's Creations, that is where we're going to be going live. It's just easier to do it in one place versus a ton of places and bids and stuff like that. So you want to make sure if you are interested in bidding on any of our artwork that we've created for the past 6 to 9 months, It will be this Sunday. We're going to be able to clean up that room, and then we're going to be able to start over again and start collecting stuff. I think we have close to probably 50 projects total. So I'm super excited. So in summary, a couple things. Number one, if you are interested in getting the Star Wars ornament cutouts, you want to make sure you fill out that form. That form, they're $35 for a set of 12 Star Wars ornaments. That form is good until the end of Sunday, so November 22nd at 11:59 Pacific time. So you want to make sure you fill that out because once we close those, we close them. Also, next week starts Black Friday for us. So we are going to have Black Fridays for our Club Couture members, for Chalk Couture. We're going to have Black Friday deals for cutouts. So I don't know, maybe if you like a certain gnome that has interchangeable arms, you might want to check out because Black Friday is coming, and that might be something. We'll also have some other Black Friday, so I'm going to be keeping you up to date on all of the amazing sales. I know some of the sales are ready, and I can't talk about them, but they're really good, and so you're going to want to stay tuned. I did see something in bold about cooking our specials. Every year we do my mom's baking for Christmas, and this year will be no exception. We're probably going to do those as edited videos, so they are nice and short, but we will still do a lot of lives during the holiday season because they're my favorite lives and stuff. So, all right, if you want to catch us live on our other channel, we'll be going live around 6:30 tonight. Just on the Chalk Couture channel because we are doing an ink project, so there is no surface prep. We're just using pillows and Chalk Couture Chalkology ink and heat setting those and showing you how to use the ink. So that will be at 6:30 tonight over on that channel. But with that, I just want to end with, since I will not see you guys, I will. Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving, so I'll see you next week. I just want you guys to know I appreciate you so much. I appreciate our Ken from the car every week. I appreciate you guys always pushing me to be a better person and reminding me of the great things in life, because there is a lot of great things in our lives, and I'll never forget all of the happy mail we get from you and how amazing you guys make our life. And I try to every morning when Sean and I wake up, every morning I look at him and say, we get another amazing day because we have an amazing support system. So, all right, guys, I love you to pieces. My phone's about ready to die. I will see you guys on our other channel at about 6:30.